Hello, hello, good people. How y'all doing? How y'all? Happy Monday. Can y'all hear me? What's up, people? Y'all get on up in here. Get on up in here. Don't be in the bushes being spectacious and all of that stuff. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the room. Hey, Miss Maria. Hey, girl. Hey. It's a quick pop in. I just was asked a question, and I feel like we just come on in here for a little taste and chat just a little bit on this good old Monday, child. Last minute live, y'all get on in here. It wasn't playing yesterday and none of that stuff. So y'all come on up in here. Hello and welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming in to join the live, catch the vibe and all of that stuff, child. Come on up in the room. Come on in here. Give y'all a few more minutes to coming in. Come on up in here. That good part. Child, we got it. It started to rain here. I wish it could be a lazy day, but unfortunately, it will not be. So, you know, enjoy these few hours. But yes, it just started to rain here. Not a whole lot of people out and about, not as of yet. So, I don't like being out there and all that, Miss Child. It be the most people out there when it start to rain for some odd reason. I ain't figured that one out yet. But anyway, that's what it be. Um, come on in the room. Come on in the room. Y'all better come on in the room. Oh, Jesus. Suck it. I tell y'all, every time I get ready to go live, my sinus start to act a whole fool. I don't know why. Why? Why you do that? Ah, my thoughts. Girl, I just popped out here, girl. I know y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all out in the street trying to get some black eyed peas, some hog heads. Got that Uncle Ben rice. Let me see what else y'all gonna have. Black eyed peas, hog head. Some people probably gonna have them some fried chicken, rice, make some homemade biscuits, some of that old molasses syrup, child, and all that stuff, child. I know y'all been out there done picked all that stuff up, child. I couldn't eat no hog head, but I like the skin on the hog head. The skin was pretty crunchy and good, but I guess that just to cook it was the traditional thing to do, child. But I ain't no hog head. I ate the skin. That's it. That's all. Now y'all come on up in here. To my mods, my amazing mods, hello, beautifuls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming on up in here, child. Come on in the room. Yes, thank y'all for coming in the room, child. Come on up in here, Miss Maria, Miss Sexy Diva, baby of the bunch, Miss Denise, my thoughts, and Miss Carla. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for always coming through. To pull off this good live, chat it up with the good peoples, and watch out for the crazy folks too. All of that good stuff right there, child, all of that. But yes, Miss Maria says, good afternoon, squad. Y'all know what it is. It's a G thing. Join the live. It's a vibe. Come on in the room and close the door. Grab a snack, a seat, and let's chat it up. She says, house rules, no CC's names, initials only. Use creative spelling for cursing. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only. All is alleged in our opinion, just for entertainment purposes, child. She says, house rules. Have us grow. Subscribe, support, $sign, G Strickland, 8 super chat, super stickers, and share. Hit the like button, join for $2.99. If you see the hype button, hit it. Pushes up in the algorithm. Thanks. My thought says, hey, G chat, I am Sister Mars. I miss your name. My thought said, I am enjoying the rain with the temp at 72. Florida's bipolar weather will be 38 late tonight. Girl, y'all, give me the 72 and the rain, honey. I'll take it. I would I would love to take that part, child. Child. Yeah, y'all know the elderly people out there trying to get their hog head and stuff, child. That's just traditional. They so used to doing that. That's what they out there in them streets trying to get, child. I hope they done made it out there before the weather, gets bad and all that kind of stuff. Get on back in the house now. Don't be out there like that, child. But yes, that part right there. Still, we shouting out justice for Remeco child, justice for Remeco child, justice for Remeco and the family child. Who next week? Today is Monday. They be back in court next Wednesday. The seventh child, that a lawyer trying to get that girl out, child, but Lord, we rebuking that right there in the name of Jesus already, child. We ain't about to be going through no mess like that. Uh, my thoughts is I keep dried beans and peas in my pantry. I eat them year round. Girl, I love me some. That's right up my alley right there, child. And that's all I could really I could do that. Have me some peas or whatever, and make me a homemade biscuit or two or something like that, child. I am good for the day, honey. I don't need all that stuff. That'll be a supplenty for me, honey. I probably could eat off of it about all day long if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. Miss Marissa's my thoughts. Hey, Sister Maud, how you doing? In my Wendy Williams voice. Yes, child, in my Wendy Williams voice, in the Wendy Williams voice. But look at here, good papers. Now, look at here. I was asked a question, child. I figured we just come on up in here and chat about it, child. Maybe somebody that catches this on the replay can learn something. They may be in a situation like this as well, and they can pick something up out of it, child. I don't know. Hopefully they can. Um, but yes, child. So the question was asked to me, and we could talk about whatever, child. We got a good hour, so we can chitter chat about whatever else y'all want to talk about. Y'all know how I go up over here, child. Put it down in the chat, and we just keep on riding. We'll do the best we can with it, child. Miss Chanel, she said, "Hey, good afternoon. I'm sorry I missed you. How are you today? Welcome. Thank you for popping in. Let me see what I miss here. Do 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 do. I thought since I am good enjoying the last week of vacation, child. Miss Maria says, Chanel, hey friend, how you been? Happy holiday. But the question that I was asked, y'all, it don't make no sense to me because I'm not about to be, I'm not gonna insert myself in no situation, not in this day and time, because it don't make too much sense to me, hon. But the question was asked, would you okay, let me say it like this. You're dating someone, whether it's the opposite sex or whatever, you're dating someone, and you don't get along with the children of your partner. I just want to know what kind of relationship this gonna be, child. You don't get along with the children of your partner. What that about to be, y'all? And then you already got the baby mama drama. What is this getting ready to be? I already got the answer. You dating someone, you're not getting along with his cheerings. I know I said cheerings. You're not getting along with his cheering. Baby mama drama. Child, that sounds like another disaster getting ready to happen, if you ask me. You better come on through here, Miss Canadian Queen. Hi, girl. She says, over before it starts, child. Well, now let's just say you've been in the relationship with them for just a little taste, and all of a sudden the cheerings got to the point where they want to be a little disrespectful and all that kind of bullshiggity, and start just for no reason, just started and creating drama, child. Then what you gonna do? And let me tell you what I'm about to do. See, I'm get feel of the cheering in the beginning. I know the children love their biologicals. I don't expect nothing more, nothing less. If we're not getting along, child, look here. I ain't the one for you, baby. Because see, I ain't got time for all that drama stuff. Who in the older as you get older, who want to be dealing with all that kind of stuff, child? With all this unaliving and stuff going on in the world today, why insert yourself and put yourself in that situation? And also, if you have dealt with something like that in your years that you have been given on this good earth, you know what it feel like. Why insert yourself? Child, I'd have took off flying. I'd have been gone. I can't stay around for this. Miss Maria says, my thoughts, child, is cold and snowing today. Indiana has the most bipolar weather around. It was 68 yesterday. How you go from 6 days yes steady and now you snoring? Girl, that is bipolar. Hi, Miss Paula. She says, "Hey everyone, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well. Happy holidays." Uh, my thought says some people are looking for attention in the wrong places, in my opinion. Child, let me tell y'all what people need to learn how to do. Let me tell y'all. I'm going here and tell y'all what people need to learn how to do. The good people need to learn how to love on themselves. The good people need to learn how to entertain themselves. The good people need to learn how to take themselves out to eat. And when you go out and you buy yourself, don't be out there looking for attention. You're going up yonder to Longhorns and get you some chicken wings. Get your chicken wings. You want to sit down and eat. That's what you do. Somebody speak to you. You speak back. Hey, how are you? Mm, be nice and polite. But don't go out there looking and seeking for somebody to acknowledge you and all that kind of child. Some folk just really needs attention, child. I'm glad I'm not no limit attention seeker, child. Uh-uh. Miss Marissa says Canadian Queen. She says, "Hey girl, hey, how's it going up north?" Um, she says, "Hey Paula, hey friend, happy holidays." But yes, child, you getting ready to find yourself in a situation that you could have easily avoided. That situation could have been easily avoided. All you gotta do is just walk away, because I'd be like, I really believe that your kids are more important, than I am, you know. And in this day and time, because if he lose his relationship or she lose her relationship with the children, first thing they're gonna do is blame you. That's a no-win situation right there. Especially if the joke is bipolar and immature. Um, my thoughts are speak and they can keep it moving. I don't like people over my food. Girl, that part right there. Don't be over here by my food. But yeah, if you find yourself in a situation like this on this day, in this day and time, about to be 2026, child, why is you gonna keep inserting yourself there for? For what? Why cause? What would be the reason? You really think it's gonna get better? Charlie will not get no better. And everybody that meets people, everybody's not gonna like everybody. That's just point blank period. Everybody's not gonna like everybody. Um, and two, it's kind of like it depends on how long y'all been in said situation. Maybe y'all can go to counseling, try to talk it out, talk to somebody or some child. I don't know. To each their own. If you want to be inserted in that situation, child, go ahead and insert yourself in that situation, child. But as for me, I don't think it will be any too good. I just really don't. Uh-uh. I was kind of hoping that Miss Denise would pop in here. Girl, where you at, Miss Denise, girl? I wanted your input too. Especially when you say you're already going through it. You going through it with him. You already been to hell with him. Now you trying to go to hell with the children. Girl, that's too much hell in one day. Mm-mm. I will not be about to do that, child. Y'all get somebody else to volunteer for that, child. That part right there. I don't know. I'm just sweating. I think it might be a little warmer than what I really thought it was because it started raining a few minutes ago. But yeah, for the people that's out there in those situations, go ahead and free yourself because you can easily end up in a bad situation, regardless of what your age is, child. You can really find yourself in a pickle, and and as time go by, you be saying to yourself, "It didn't. I should have ran." Hey, Miss Candy girl. Hey, girl. Hey, how are you? She said, "Hey, G Maria, my thoughts. And chat." No, I wouldn't be. Don't do that. Don't insert yourself in no situation like that, child. Just go ahead and run. I did hear the good people talking about Clarissa and Papoose child. Did Papoose spend his Christmas with his baby and the baby's mother child over there at the house, child? It did that what he do? Child, I heard that's what he did. I said, Lord have mercy. Look at it. Look at that situation right there. See what I'm talking about? See? They don't care about you, nor your feelings, child. These men that they out here just doing whatever they want to do. Immature, ain't got no brain. They ain't got no sense. Left it at the stoplight. Left it right there at the stoplight. So don't do it, girls. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know that Clarissa was probably in her feelings. I wonder how he pulled that off, though. He just jump up and say, "No, I'm going over here and just spend the whole night." Where to do that at? You supposed to be in a relationship with me. How you gonna go stay with another woman? Well, that is his wife. That's what the people say. But how you gonna do that though? And then I wonder what was the conversation when you got back over there where she was. Child, I cannot. Mm-mm. My thought says, hey, Miss TJ Queen. She said, hi guys. At Candy, hey my friend, hope you are having a great day. Child, that's been doing the most. I thought that was Miss Faith. Miss Maria says, hey Candy, hey Candy girl, what up, Doc? Hope you enjoy the holiday. Child, Miss Candy probably did try and get them black eyed peas, girl. She get them black eyed peas. Miss Candy, you cooking hog head and black eyed peas? Would that what is that what you're gonna be cooking in the next few days? Some fried chicken, all of that. Y'all need to put down there and let me know would y'all engage and entertain this kind of foolishness, child, especially in your older age. And you don't reach 52. You don't got up there in your 50s. You about to entertain some mess like this. No, G, I don't like that stuff. Miss Ken, I couldn't eat no hog head. I just like the skin on it. And the black eyed peas, I like peas. Yeah, I can eat the peas, but I told the people the hog head is just a traditional thing that the people do. She says, I cooked chicken, stuffing, collards, and rice yesterday. Ooh, child. Mm. Was that chicken baked? Because, child, I can tear up some baked chicken all day. My thought says, Pap needs to be charged with taking advantage of the mentally handicapped. Mm. He may as well go to the state hospital and get a girlfriend. Child, they be falling in love so quick, child. They be falling in love so quick, child. And you know, she probably feel like she done got him on lockdown. It doesn't matter if he go over there and stay the whole entire night. I trust you. I believe in you. You know, all of that bullshiggity, child. And I cannot. Mr. Denise, where you been? Where you been, Mr. Denise? I need you to chime on in. Baked chicken and gravy. Ooh, smothered, child. Miss Candy says, looks like Pap are being cheating with Clarissa since 2020. Not the 2020, honey. I cannot. Child, I don't know what's wrong with these men out here today. They just feel like they can do whatever they want to do, when they want to do it, who they want to do it with, and nothing should be said, child. And if I bring you a little taste of something to the house that you didn't ask for, oh well. It is what it is. Go on down yonder to the doctor and let them do what they can do for you, child. That's how they think. Oh, you just got home? My thought says, she fell in love. He fell in mind game mode. He loves for the money. Well, if she haven't figured that out, God bless her on her journey, honey. She is really in love with that dude right there for real though. Mr. Denise says, Pap not innocent. He been cheating on Remy. No, Miss Denise, I was talking about they said he went over there and spent Christmas with Remy and the Cheer. And I was trying to figure out what Clarissa was, child. Was she home crying? What she was doing? My thoughts is Candy came out of his interview. Shame on him. He lied on Remy Mark. Of course they gonna lie. They nigga about to make themselves look bad. Where they do that at? Miss Denise says Remy just knew when to strike him back. Ooh. Mm. Not when, honey. No, when Miss Denise, I had a little discussion about dating men and you're not getting along with the cheers. You got anything you want to input on it, Miss Denise? Would you find yourself in a situation? How long would you stay? Child, I've been running. I'd have took off, child. Ask Pap why he won't sign the papers. Sign the papers for what? He got the whole world in his hand. What he gonna sign for? What he gonna sign for, child? Mr. Neesbot got something to tell y'all good people down there, cheer. Mr. Neese got something to tell the good people, honey. Let me let on tell the good people what she got to tell the good people, cheer. He divorced for what? Why cause? And when come? Why? Not about to do that. He got the whole world in the palm of his hand right now, child. He holding them both down. Something happen on this end, I got that covered. Something happen on this end, I got that covered as well. Cop blocking. Who said that? Says, what's up? What's up at G Mods and Chats? Hello, hello. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays. Thank you for coming on through, joining the live, girl. We appreciate you. Hey, Mr. Nice girl. Hey.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey. Okay.
Child,
I'm
we hanging in. We hanging in.
I'm here. I'm in on it. I kind of get. I'm gonna say it without trying to say it. You know what me you talking about.
Mm.
I feel like I'm torn between two sides of that situation because I'm experiencing something like that myself. But it's more like you're the type of person who's not messing with the baby mama and you trying to be cordial, you trying to be respectful, you trying to have the understanding, and they crossing boundaries, they crossing lines, and the man is not laying the boundaries down. He's entertaining. See, when you entertain, I can't fuck. I'm sorry, I can't mess with you. I can't mess with you. And see, I'm so slick about what I do. You gonna look up and blink, and I've been up. You hauling them out of there.
Now see that, see that, see that. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. That ain't even. It ain't necessary for all that. That's what they want y'all to do. Let's see here. That's what they be wanting the girls to do. Be tag
What, to
team
pack
with.
up and leave? Yeah, and I get that. I get that because I had my fiance was more like don't let a female trick you out the spot. But here's the thing: a female can't trick me out my spot if you're not entertaining the bullshit. Okay,
Do he look
don't
like that?
entertain it,
Do he look like him too? Y'all better leave them him looking men's right there alone.
man.
The hell,
Baby, let me
girl.
tell you something. When you reach to a certain point in your life, and you reached a certain dollar amount in your life, okay, tax bracket in your life, women, you got that money. I know we get to a point where you might look at it and say, "Oh, I'm by myself," and you want the companionship, this and that. But you gotta know if you that type of woman that got that bread and you well established and all that. These men are vultures, they sharks, and they want whatever they're gonna get out of you. And if they want to tell you, if you want a man to tell you you got flowers and I'm gonna give you flowers and you the best thing that's walking, he gonna say whatever you want to hear him say. But if you stand on your business, stand on, I got my money. I really don't need you. And if you come with some slick stuff, the first sign they show slickness, slick is behind out the door. That type of stuff. That's why I see some women who has money don't want to be bothered with men. I see women who don't have money, but they're happy in their peace, don't want to be bothered in a relationship. Because if you got to put up with BS, I don't nobody want that no more.
Hey, Miss Salt Night Girl. She says, hello, everyone. I caught the live and hit that like button. You better come on through here and hit that like button. My thought says, I wonder why these men feel that women could not make themselves. They need to go and make themselves rich and famous scrubs for real. Child, you can be rich and famous without a man in your mind, body, and child, whether you got $2 or what, child, if you got to go through that bullshiggity, for what? Where's the peace? Peace surpasses all understanding, is what I thought.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That part right
No.
there.
And he ain't
That
putting
part.
down no boundaries either. That tell you right there, he like that. He like that. Oh, they fighting over me. Do you be like that dude right there, child? There's too many of them out here on the street, child, looking like that. That Carlos Smith, you bald headed bastard. That's why come they pulled your dread out. Y'all
And
better get
got
a
it on
life.
there. Let's say Carlo. Okay, look at the situation between Romika, the triangle between Romika, Charlie, and Carlos. He think he's a flick. You got women fighting over you. You got dudes fighting over you. Yes, I said dudes. Don't act like
Mm.
don't act like light bright and have yeah him. Don't act like your little sidekick who was running up and down the street acting like he was doing something, even though he married, trying to say, well, I'm married. You know how many married down low men there's out there? So don't act like your
Hmm.
little girlfriend that was standing on your side, because why his wife did come to court then? You
Well,
married.
Mr. Denise, I really feel that people that put themselves in a situation like that, this is just my opinion on it. I think they have low self esteem and they're just willing to settle for anything.
Right. And my thing is this. I look at the situation, it's like, I think like in my I'm optimistic. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But what you keep doing is poking the bear. And what you don't want to do. Because people can say what they want to say. I'm an Aquarius. And the Aquarius, you go back and look, the Aquarius is the most deadliest zodiac sign that you could mess over. We psychotic. We would be, we in our brain, we done did something to you over 100 and 250 some times, and then just rearrange yourself and they can't even find you in that state of mind. So why would you want to piss off an Aquarius when Aquarius say, go about your business, and I'm gonna do it there. Now you got some that just dirty. You got some conniving. I got one in the family that's straight conniving, just wake up on me. Because she a Martell. She just wake up on me.
But
She just
Mr.
wake up
Denise,
on
at
me.
the end of the day, you can still find yourself in that same Holly, Carlos, and all that same situation. They're not worth that.
No, it's not. But if you come into my house and I done already told you, or I've already translated to the person that I'm with, hey, she need to back down, but you want to get drunk and you want to come over, you want to tear up some stuff. Okay, now it's time to, okay, leave your anger over there. That's between you and your baby daddy. But when you bring it my direction, this is how I would feel. If you bring it my direction, you obviously want an appointment with Jesus, and I'm gonna make sure you see him because you asking for it. When I tried to tell you, don't make that appointment and go on by your business and handle that over there. Don't make no appointment that you ain't supposed to make, because you're gonna fast forward yourself somewhere you don't want to be fast forward to, because I asked you to go sit down. Now, if you charge me like a raging bull, then you get what you asked for, because I told you to go sit down.
Did you say make an appointment
Yeah, they
with the
make appointments around. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that been happening lately. People make an appointment to see Jesus, and he ain't asked for the appointment to be made. And so you fast forward yourself into a situation that you shouldn't be fast forward in. Okay.
right?
Now look
Um,
at the situation with Holly. Holly is now, she's trying to play Crazy. Why is that? You didn't have no mental illness when you went and did what you did. You literally, and it's on record, you literally premeditated the whole thing.
yeah, yeah. That now that's that right there really should be an open and shut case. But child, but no, I'm not doing that in this day and time. Not at my age, child. You either come
No.
with peace and all that kind of stuff, and protection and all the rest of that stuff, or you just keep on walking, honey. I'm good with it either way.
And and this is my opinion. Let me look at something. I got three couples I'm gonna bring out. We got the Holly Nick situation. You got Paps and Remy situation. And we're gonna bring, yeah, I have to say it. You got Martell and the Mel situation. You see that woman, Melody, Mel tried to co-parent with this man. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And you still wanted to get your little bird, and she chirp. You want to start drama.
Mm-hmm.
No reconciliation. Now here go Remy. Remy ain't just dry. Yeah, people be looking at Remy because Remy is going off online sometimes, but she ain't just dry coming out here going off like she's going. This lady is doing stuff behind the scenes because she feel like, hey, I'm the champion of the world and I could do this and I could do that. She even going as far as calling out Muhammad Ali, Layla Ali out. Layla Ali don't even
Mm-hmm.
have time to get. She let her know you ain't even worth me putting on a glove and
Mm-hmm.
bending a nail. So that'll make you look like something. Remy tried to co-parent with him. Know how she tried to co-parent with Pep? She let him sleep on her sofa. She let him stay in her house while he ain't got nowhere to live. And still they co-parent with their little girl. She was trying to do all that. See, he ain't telling people that. But she's also saying sign the papers, and he's not trying to sign the papers. You know why he not trying to sign the papers? Because he's trying to get that bread off of both legs. See,
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I would have just said, forget it. I'm getting them. I'm gonna go ahead and act like I don't know where you at and go and get this paper signed because I ain't gonna play with you. You ain't get nothing. And then now you got Holly and Remeco situation. If 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 Carlos wasn't pillow talking, and he would have just not stood in between and tell that girl she saying this, tell her Ramika she saying this. See, these women ain't never met each other, but they were hollering over the phone. So every time she would talk,
Not to cut you
every
off,
time,
not only Harley, but the bird too. That's all the men do is pillow
right,
talk and lie. That's a
right.
one-sided story.
Okay, and who's to say Paps ain't pillow talking with Clarissa?
True.
I believe he is. While he out here trying to, because I just had this little confrontation just now with my son about that. His statement was, all black women, out of all the races, all the black women ever do is down a black man. When a black man don't never put him up on a pedestal, I said that's not true. Because when we put y'all up on a pedestal, y'all slam us. When y'all get rised up, y'all go to the clear people and the Asian people and the Hispanic people. You don't have no love for the black woman, but the black woman will give you beans and candy and turn that mug into filet mignon before you know it, because that's how they know how to operate and they make things work. That's how they try
Mm-hmm.
to do. But when they try to put you on a stand by you and not leave you when you didn't have, soon as they have, they gone. And then the first
Mm-hmm.
thing a man gonna say is, "Well, she wanted me for my money the whole time. No, fool. You was eating for free and building your career, and she working 2 to 3 jobs and trying to hold on herself and kids. Y'all not paying
Mm-hmm.
attention."
Yeah, I am paying attention. Let me read this right quick. Miss Candy says, women are leaving men in the dust. They don't want to work, go to school, or get a trade. They barely help with the kids. The bad ones overshadow the good men. She said, black men are so entitled. You know what the black men are saying about that? What I just read about Miss Candy put in. Black men are saying women have been doing this mess all the time. So why come we can't do it? That's how they're looking at it in this day and time. That's what women do. They've been doing this mess. Looking for a man that's got this and looking for a man that's got that. Want to be taken care of. What's wrong with the black men being taken care of? That's their mindset of today, almost in
Okay, but
2020.
he can't. Okay, for the black men that's listening, you can't get mad at some of these women some women was raised like that. Some females were raised like you get the man supposed to take care of you because that's how they was raised back in the day. But see, the modern woman like myself, I don't need you to do a doggone thing for me, but respect me and love on me. If you can't even do that basic combination, and you should want to help within your heart. I shouldn't have to tell you how to pay a bill. I shouldn't have to tell you that, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. I shouldn't have to tell you how to treat me as a woman. You should already know how to do that. But since you don't know how, and I got to be the man and the woman, I might as well just stay being the man and be to myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how they feel.
I say a man like that is a man that's immature, has not grown up with his supposed to be adult age. He hasn't grown up. I don't have time for those kind of people, child. I
These
just really don't.
men, but these would be them men to be in their 60s, 70s, and 50s and 60s. And, you know, how they going to tell the youngsters how to act if they don't know how to
Child, I know that old bastard be left on the curb. Well, I wish that old bastard would. What? Girl, he see the tail lights, child. That be the last time he got to worry about them tail lights, honey. What? Mm-mm.
Maybe I throw that cane in the yard and tell them to get the stepping.
That old and trying to play games? Are you kidding me,
Baby, I just
girl?
seen I just seen an old man do it to the chick out here put on the internet, pull the power trying to get out the door, trying to be a little player, and she's standing there. Well, why are you doing me like that? I said, you know what? I would have just kicked him in his little knee and let his knee buckles down, and then walked out. Huh? Kick that wood leg and knock that wood from up under him. I'm gonna knock that wood from up under you, boo, and then walk
you,
out.
you know the bones are getting weaker. It ain't gonna take much kicking. Hey, Miss Faith, it ain't gonna take a whole lot for that knee, child. Ooh. I
I
say
feel
that's
about
just if they that old acting like that, they stuck in their ways. They ain't about to change. They ain't gonna change for nobody.
So who want a mean man? Just like a man feel like I don't want a mean woman. Y'all men make women mean. I feel like I'm sweet as pie till you piss me off and make me evil.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't want to go there. That's the old me. That was the younger me. I'm trying to be more conservative. I'm trying to be more like, let me be understanding. Now I'm at this point where since I'm paying attention, y'all want to run games and then the side mamas and the side baby mamas, and don't let them have more than one. You got to fight this one. You got to fuss with that one. You ain't got time for that. So how about this? If he means that much to you, have him. Because I'm gonna get my peace one minute or another. I could get my peace voluntarily, or I'm gonna get my peace involuntarily.
Not
So,
intolerant.
so I prefer to get it voluntarily. You go to your corner, I'm gonna go to mine.
Girl, not the inviolate.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
they just go back to that man is not he's not a mature man because first of all, if he's dating somebody and he's done been in a relationship, all that stuff should be established. You should not even have to worry about that. I mean, he's not mature. He's still growing up
I
shit.
just think a lot of men got a lot to grow up, but it's up to the women to sit. If you realize, if you get with, listen, all jokes aside, if you get with a man and you realize that you can't even reason with the baby mama and she don't want to hear nothing but rah 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 rah, it's just best to say, you know what, I'm not trying to come between you and your son or your daughter, nothing like that. It's just best we go our separate ways because you got too much going that I'm willing to handle because
So now,
nobody.
this man of this here age and this here caliber and all of this kind of stuff, honey, you trying to tell me he got some small children?
Yes,
Oh hell no!
yes.
Oh no! Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yes, and I cannot.
See, when
Not
you
my
get out there
shit.
looking for them old men that just all you want them to do is rub your knees every now and again. That's all you need. You cook them a little taste of dinner. Y'all go out and get y'all a little taste of dinner, whatever, child. You looking for that type of man, child. Sound like to me he still wants to
Oh,
be a
not
player
me, baby,
player.
because like I said, I had a plug-in blanket with before I met a person, and I still got that plug-in man that keeps me warm. Okay, I
Mm,
hug up with all my pillows, so that don't. I'm not missing nothing. I'm not.
mm. Miss Maria says that Candy, they seem to forget that when society was holding them back, it was the black woman holding them down. But but as soon as they get a nickel, they running to their preference. Child, Snow Bunny. Miss Canadian says 30 years I stayed raised the kids, wasn't allowed to work, helped him start a business. And he grabbed him a snowflake. What the hell? And I took 5 years and built myself up financially and loving life. Child, see that right there make you have yourself in a situation. Child. Don't get caught up in these situations. See, that's easy to
Not to be,
happen.
not to
See
get
what I'm
caught.
talking
Just
about?
like now look at the situation with Pap. Pap people now I also heard when he did an interview when somebody say, well, why all of a sudden now it's coming out? I've been knowing you for something. I'm not gonna say who was saying it, but they was like, I've been knowing you and such, and you was faithful to her, you blah blah blah. But why all of a sudden now it's showing that you was because let me show you something about that slickster right there.
Was that
I
on
can
the
see it.
Breakfast Club?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I can pretty much tell that can of grease right there. He's so slicker than slick. He just thought he was slicker than the average. Just because seeing the spotlight, he was I'm faithful and I was going to the jailhouse and I was doing this, I was doing that. But behind the scenes, man, you was not 100% faithful while that woman was locked up. You were messing with certain friends of hers. You was messing with other women. So come on now. Now all she did was she just bust you in the forefront. Now you got a shame face, and now you want to discredit her and slam her. But at the same time, and if I was Clarissa, while she's so busy trying to hit on the next woman, you want to go after the wife and you want to say negative stuff towards the wife who's trying to get the divorce. Ask your man, hey, why you ain't signing them papers? Ask him,
Hmm.
ask him.
She might be already done asking, but she just didn't like the answer. How about that?
He probably giving her a fake answer. Let's be clear, y'all. He gonna come up with more excuses than a man going to jail telling the judge, give me some time. Give me more time to fix this. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Mm.
Ain't nothing fixed.
Child, they can have that. But you know what? It's been said. It's a fact. It's a fact. They only gonna do what you allow them to do. Point blank period. Point to the blank and the period, child. That's it. That's all. You let them
That's
do it.
when they
You let them slide one time. They're gonna try it again, hun. Trust.
right. But that's why I say men take women, and I'm not gonna say it's all men. I'm gonna say because some men have been getting messed over too. You know, look at what Deion Sanders doing. Why they and then I don't really too much feel. I do feel sorry for Carucci, but I don't feel sorry for Carucci. First of all, that look like your grandpa, and you
Why
think
you
you've been
feel
slipping and
sorry for
sliding
her?
because he messed over her with when he's with another woman.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? But you can't, and I have to pull back because I still feel like she's planted to mess with certain industry people, and she's getting paid for it.
Mm.
Yes,
Hey,
it
Miss
is.
Ebony, she says, hey, family. Miss Candy says, these women teach these men how to treat them. Absolutely. Child. Oh, no. Well, that is so true. That's 1,000% true. But these men just ain't, they're not caught up with their age. I ain't figured that one out yet. But they still acting like little bitty boys.
But if a woman teaches him and say, "Hey, I want you to open the door for me. I want you to treat me. This is the way I want you to treat me," and they still don't want to do it, then what?
Bye. Mr.
Keep it
Neat, I'm
quiet,
just
baby.
being honest. When you've been there, done that, your early
Yeah, you
years,
don't
you've
want to
been
do
there,
it no
done all of
more.
that. Child, you're supposed to learn from things that you've been through. And if you got to tell a brother to open the door for you, what?
Baby, see, they don't want to play them type of games with me. Cause they, I open up my own car door. That's fine. I ain't tripping with that. So when you come home, be like, fix me a plate. I fix me a plate. What's wrong with it? Like I'm turning to Sophia. Is something matter with you, girl? Yeah. Uh,
Not
you better
so
go on and
mad.
let her phone.
I cannot. Miss, don't get Miss Maria started about the door opening, child, honey. Don't. Oh Lord, don't get us started. She said when
Go
women
ahead,
teach
Miss
men
Maria.
how to treat them, these ninjas complain the woman is high maintenance, child. Not the high
Exactly. Exactly. Look at how Todd doing Candy. Look at
maintenance.
that. Look at how Todd doing Candy. I said that boy. I saw when, and then my pinky toe was jumping when I saw them get married. Up there, and my knees got to knocking. I said that boy finna take her for everything she got while they was going off on Miss Joyce.
Not everything.
Girl, he trying to take her for everything, all the way down to the kid.
Mm. And
They want that.
don't even
Okay,
want them cheers. Don't want them
why?
cheering.
How can you use a woman's career against her? Saying she
Mm.
don't have time. But if Candace don't have time for her kids, that means you haven't had time for the kids either, Todd. Because where Candace was at, you was at. Let's talk about it.
Well, look here. Um, Mel said the year of revelation. We're almost at the end of the year. So, do you think this high breakout with all these crazy men getting these women to do all this crazy stuff is about to come to an end? I pray to God that it's almost over, y'all. It's just too much.
I was told that it is too much, but I was told by one man had the audacity to say, "Well, y'all women wanted equal. Y'all women wanted to be up there with the men." That ain't what we was talking about. Didn't no woman want to spend all her days sitting in the house being a housewoman and she got to wait for you to give her $5 or $10 to spend. No,
Mm-mm,
nobody want that. They want to
mm-mm.
make their own money and be able to just make a decision because if the man lost his job, now everybody gotta suffer. But if two incomes was working and the woman was already, she gonna know how to take the money. She gonna manifest that money. She gonna save that money. If that man is an alcoholic, he gonna go party. He gonna spend up all that before he get to the house.
Every
That's why
time.
my grandmama used to meet her husband at the job on payday. Come on with it. Come
Not,
on
not
with
at,
it.
not at the job site. At the job site.
Payday. If you get paid at 12, she's there at 11:30. Don't play with Don't play with that. Don't play. Don't play. That check wasn't going nowhere but in that house and paying the bills for the kids.
Mm. But still, it just go back to if a man is mature, if a man has been through some things and he is mature and he is with his age, you don't have to worry about that. But if they still got that player in them, child, you can cancel it. You can cancel it. They ain't about to do no better.
Right?
Mm-mm.
And they at a certain age, is no reteaching them. I heard, what you heard when K Michelle say you can't raise a man.
Nope.
Well, when they get to a certain age, it's now. It used to be when they get into their 20s, they got time, or they get in their 30s, got time. Nowadays, they don't have time no more. Once they set in their ways, and they gonna be like that till they get to their 50s and 60s if they make it.
Um, do you think it has a lot to do with their upbringing as well?
No, because I wouldn't blame it on nobody's upbringing, because you got the most powerful women, a powerful couple that raise their children the right way with morals and everything, and they still gonna go out there and do something wrong. And they still gonna go out there and do it, whoop on the women if they want to, be a manipulator if they want to. It has nothing to do with the parents, because you can raise up in a child in the way it should go. And when they get old, they shouldn't depart from it, but some of them do anyway, and they don't come to their senses until they way up there. When they hit rock bottom and ain't nobody there but Jesus and them and the angels.
That part, look, Miss Candace says these men are just trifling asses. I added a word. She says, I can't tell y'all how many men that see me in my scrubs or white coat. The first thing them bastards say, she ain't say all that, y'all. Y'all know I be adding some stuff now. Don't even be down there playing. Nah, I add a word every now and again. But anyway, let me continue. They say, you make a lot of money.
I
Oh,
heard,
is you looking for a sugar daddy? Is that what they said, Miss Candy? You need a sugar daddy on the side? Child, I cannot. Mm-mm.
and then you got some men. I've heard some men say, "Oh, well, y'all women that got these good jobs and y'all got these careers, y'all bougie. What make them bougie? Because they want what they want, and if you can't
Mm.
get it to them for them, they go get it for themselves."
Miss Taiwan says, I guess she's saying, I blame it on some mothers. They enable these sorry ass men's behavior. Uh,
Marlene. Oh, y'all talking about Marlene.
child.
Y'all talking about Marlene now. Y'all talking about Marlene.
I, you,
Marlene,
you,
Jim
you
Jones'
you
mama.
don't
Jim,
identify these old crazy men, y'all. Y'all gotta know how to identify them by now. The things you done been through in life.
I say Marlene. I say Jim Jones' mama. I say Little Scrappy's mama. All them. Look at how these men. Look at how them three treats they women. And then you got the mama. You got the mama hollering in the background. You did this to my son. My son. What your son doing to them?
Miss South Light says, Marlene, where you at? Marlene's coming
Uh,
because Denise done pissed me off up in here, honey. Let me go ahead and
uh,
tell you a little thing, Miss Denise. I see you sitting up there. But look at here, honey. Yeah, every time this here girl go live, y'all be talking about me and that boy of mine, honey. I did the best I could. I did all I could. Y'all know what else happened over the holiday? I did get a chance to see that daughter of mine. He know how much I love my daughter. I did everything I could do for that boy of mine. All I could tell him, you just like your dad. You just like your daddy, boy. What y'all want me to do? He just like his
Marlene,
daddy.
Marlene, you should just go ahead on and cut a little switch to his little tail in the back. Okay? Go on, get you some eggnog. Go on, get you some egg McNog and just go ahead on and let it be.
But now, you know we used to have that eggnog and stuff over there with my daughter, but we ain't been able to afford all that kind of stuff since they had that
Well, you
divorce. What it been
just
about
send
six
her
years ago?
just send her little flowers and say I'm sorry. I just called to say I'm sorry to you. And just make sure that you don't have Martell around when you say it. So she can go ahead and feel us warmth of spirits and stuff. She just need
I'm
that.
going.
That's all.
I'm going
You
ahead and
hurt her
tell y'all
feelings.
this something too. All that boy do, he don't buy the children up for Christmas. He just lay around and mope and stuff. He just be messing with my spirit. I don't be around that boy of mine like that, child. When he can't have his way, I don't fool with him. Mm-mm. But I
Well, you
did
need to
all I
do,
could do.
or then Marlene, you need to do him like I do my boys. I just close the door and lock and act like they Jehovah's Witness and don't answer my door. Okay? I ain't never there. I pay good money for voicemail. You got to try to use it sometime.
I'm just sound like to my mother, and you told him won't nothing wrong with him. You may want to revisit that with him. Do y'all ever forget anything that I say? Y'all
No.
just bring up everything. What y'all got a quarter? Y'all quarter me. Child, I
Well, we
may have
just
been
go.
caught up in my feelings that day when I said that there, honey. But time has gone by, honey. We about to be in 2026. I just want that boy of mine to stop being like his daddy and just do better, honey. He ain't
Well,
gonna
just
get my
tell him to
daughter
go
back.
talk to his dad. Tell him to go talk to his daddy for a minute. Maybe they need the bun.
Uh, I just said down there, Taiwan, that boy, he ain't had no money to get them that cheering. My grandbaby's nothing for Christmas. I just said that. He just lay around and mope. Y'all heard my daughter say he be trying to get a bite today. I done told him she don't want you, boy. She ain't gonna take him back, hun. And that's just still my daughter, though. But
He
you
just
know,
misses her. He just misses her. That's all. He made a mistake.
him and that girl, all they do is fight, y'all. They still fighting today, child. I said to him, y'all gonna go in there that 2026 fighting like that there? What in the world? Uh, girl, Colbert is hiding, child. Last time I heard, she was down there between that washing machine and dryer. They done got in. They stays into it all the time. And
It's a,
y'all remember when that daughter of mine said all they do is fight and cry. That's the truth,
mm-hmm.
for That's the truth
Fighting
right there.
crime.
They fight and cry all the time. I don't know what
Colbert,
the word. It's a
Colbert might
dangerous
be
game.
pregnant again.
Mhm.
Colbert might be pregnant again. You might be another granny, Marlene. You might be another granny on the way.
When I see that, Mr. Dees, you ain't got to go talking about that. This the I got that. I got about the cheering is innocent, honey. I don't say that. Don't say that. I ain't gonna say what I want to say. Cheering
We
is
just
innocent.
they like to make they sure they fuss and fight and make them. Fuss and
I
fight
try
and
to
make them.
tell
That's
them.
all they say. That's their routine. First fight and make them.
Yeah, I try to tell them about that story down in Chicago. That could have been y'all, but they don't listen to me, honey. They don't listen. I don't know where the girl came from. He need to send her back. I don't like her. I don't like
I
that
like it
girl.
back. I like it back in my day and time, hun. I just, you mad at me, I'm mad at you. You go in one room, I'm in the next room. We don't got to touch, not even a warm handshake. Don't touch me, okay? And then we good.
Miss Candy said children are a blessing, but not from hotel child. They are a blessing. She did say she wish she had her cheering by somebody else, child. We just praying to the good Lord that them cheering don't turn out nothing like that clown child. Oh my, all the cheering. Y'all know they say he got us a plenty out there. I don't know how many grand cheering I got out there, y'all. I just know they here for
Well, I know
by my
Knox look
dog.
like. I know Knox son is the little minister society. So he already got he already making his papa proud.
Child, they tell me he ain't even seeing the cheering like he's supposed to. So, he need to go somewhere and take several seats and not pop his head back out by nothing. Y'all notice he ain't been online talking about I'm a good father. That's all they ever do. All of them do the same thing. If they got any children, they use those children, child, for sympathy. It makes me sick.
You know why he ain't been online? He looking for the woman with the biggest wallet. Next, we gonna find out they gonna have a reality show entering by Carlos King for the love of Martell. Ew.
What? Child, I hope and
Carlos
pray
King,
not.
don't take my idea, Carlos. I know you watching over here. Don't take my idea.
Ooh, child. I don't know what's wrong with them, child. I just hope in these next few days that we got in 2025, it all shuts down. It stops. They grow up, be a man. Stop doing all this foolish stuff, thinking that women are supposed to be fighting for them. What? And y'all need to stop being so stupid too. Miss Candy says he is going to pop up married to a different bird. Ooh, child, I can see that happen. The bird don't care if he go out there and play, child. She say he gonna come back to her.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? I blame that television. That old television just acts up and teach the girls all types of stuff. That television. It's just the devil box. That's what we call it back in my day. Devil box. You ain't supposed to be watching that devil box if it gets you acting up the way they acted up. At home.
Child, these men don't have no. I don't know, y'all.
Got
They
the ladies
just.
for my man. They got the ladies running around there saying, "Okay, I'll do it," and then got the man sitting up there saying he the king, and yeah, they just don't love like they used to. They don't. They don't do nothing like they used
Mm-mm.
to. Oh, baby.
They
Oh,
walk around like they God gift to the world. They pretty boys and all that kind of bullshit. Man, ain't nobody got time. I think this is Miss Patricia. She says woke up Christmas morning with their mom. So am I. I'm glad they did too. They were so happy, y'all. Them babies were so happy. And I'm just being honest. I hope they don't have to be around them. Just let them go on here. Don't worry about nothing.
yeah, this stuff going by his business. Like
Mm-mm.
that's why she never asked for the child support, spouse support. She ain't asked for none of that because she know what she had on her hands. If she would have done that, all heck would have been worse than what it was. But I thank God kept and helped her through this.
Hmm. I thank God for all the supporters and the team that she had around and showing the children love. Because, it's not easy raising four small kids like that in this day and time. Children are expensive, child. He probably still want her to have them babies. Popping them out like that. What?
They expensive, but what those children has endured behind closed doors that we are not privy to, but they have really endured the hands of Martell behind closed doors. Pay attention to how those kids act when they in his presence. They are terrified of him. So it's more
Yeah.
that went on behind that scenes that we can really imagine. At this point, we can only speculate. But again, with everything that she had to deal with, they had to deal with. It's not easy. So yeah, I'm glad she got the village that she had.
Yeah, Miss Candy says she still has to have security, which means he is probably still a menace. Yes, you can't slip with this one right here. We know this one. You cannot you can't take your foot off the gas, child. Cause this one right here, he
He
waiting on the
waiting.
moment.
He
He's
waiting,
waiting.
and he's waiting. You see what Carlos did to Remeco? Oh, he
Mm-hmm.
was waiting, and he
Mm-hmm.
planned it to precise. But if imagine if that girl, like Mel said, if she would have been able to have a bodyguard, they wouldn't have
Mm-hmm.
been able to get to her.
We would
They
not have
would
been
not
able
have
to
been
get to it.
able to get to her.
And see, that's the thing about it. These situations, these DV situations, not everybody's privileged to afford security and all that kind of stuff. It's sad.
Not only that, she didn't realize she needed it.
Mm. Thank you, Miss Maria. You see how that boy has no remorse? You see how Martell scandalized male name has no remorse? They just do the smear campaign. They just don't care. Ooh, lie so easily. Why? It's crazy. Look at Carlos had all his minions out there on Facebook putting out all that bad stuff about that girl. They said on the day they was having her funeral. They don't care.
Yeah.
Child.
And then they tried to make it seem like he when he came his butt up there and tried to get in the funeral, he was like, oh, he didn't try to get somebody was there. Carlos did show up and tried to go into that funeral and he was blocked. He
What
was
is
blocked.
showing up there for?
He tried to go in there. I think he was trying to get out at little Los. I mean Amir. We don't call him Los no more. We call him Amir. But I guess he was trying to get there so he could see Amir or whatever. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't have even showed up.
You know what, Mr. Needs? I feel about him the same way I do about Martell. It was
I
just
can't stand him.
a
A
get
show.
back. Trying to get them children, that's just a get back. Something else I'm going to pull at. That's your heart? Let me pull at that. Let me pull at that. Let me antagonize you a little bit more. What else can I do? What else can I do? I ain't done. I ain't done. I got to be able to do something else that you want to keep nailing at you, nailing at you, nailing at you. For what?
It's like
Why you
it's like they
mad?
it's like the auntie said. He's only picking with them because he lost control. See, he lost control with the Remeco situation, and he lost the narrative of the story because he didn't anticipate this going this viral. He thought it was going to happen. She was going to call self defense. Everybody was going to go in a neutral corner. He was going to get his son. None of that went down. God said I wasn't going to allow it to go down. So now he feel the only person that's really I ain't gonna say the other family not, but the one that hurting the most is the mama and the little boy. So if he can dangle them on the string
Mhm.
and mean it, if he can antagonize her in public and go after his own son and go after the mom and have the other family members in the uproar, oh, he is so satisfied. He is
Mhm.
he gets pleasure out them getting on the internet going off on him.
Yeah. Miss Maria says there's something bad waiting on all them folk causing problems for Ramika's family. There's a price to be paid. You better know it is. Them people ain't got no sympathy, y'all. To me, Miss Denise, it's the worst on Facebook that these people are doing to them. For what?
Yeah, it's that Facebook group. It is a Facebook group, and it is horrible because I had when it first happened, I came by swinging myself. But after a while, you can get just so drained and tired. Like everybody say, don't give them. See, do you have to realize you can't give them no motion. Ignore them. Let them have their little thing because at the end of the day, we gonna get victory when they come back and say life in prison.
Mm.
because you premeditated this mess.
Miss Faith says, I wish she was my cuz. Problem would already be. But you know what, Mr. Neat, I heard they saying she trying to get out cause she pregnant next Wednesday, I think the 7th of next month. Talking
Right.
about her lawyer trying to get out saying that she's pregnant, and they talking about how she walking around in there smiling from ear to ear and carrying on and all that. Okay, of course she's doing all of that right now because she's in the county, Cook County. But do you actually think when she get her time, and she is going to serve her time behind these bars, and she get transferred out to somewhere else, it ain't gonna be fun no more. It's real now. It is
Yeah.
real.
They already protecting her behind the bars. She's not in general pop. She's not in general population. They can't turn her loose in general population because there's no telling what's going to go down. So now the lawyer is trying to argue she's not safe. No, it was they made it that way. Let's be clear. You made it that way by being so boastful and bragging, and you bragged about it, and you didn't care about what you did. So
Mm,
why should anybody care about her safety? She didn't give a care about Remeco's safety.
that's
Why,
true.
she didn't.
My thought says if they let her out, all the other pregnant inmates should be let out too. Isn't that something? What make her special? Child, all this stuff were playing. Everything were playing. I don't know who told her the process that if you get pregnant, honey, you ain't gonna be in there, child. I don't care what you do. Who told her that, Miss Denise?
I'm gonna say this, and let me show you how severe I am about this situation. They let her out. You might well go ahead and free Charles Manson's side heifers, cause some of them still in there. Okay, you might well go on and free them up if you let her go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And she said she walking around. They said she walking around in there saying she gonna beat it. She gonna beat this. But the part that really gets me, the freedom that they talk about they have, just so much freedom and all that kind of stuff. I get going to school while you in jail or whatever to try to further your education or whatever. If it's a learning, I get that part. But all this cell phone and looking at Drew Carey on the damn prices right and all of that. What?
Yeah, yeah, they living it up in the jailhouse. That's what it is. It ain't really no punishment for them, and don't let them do fed. You over there eating lobsters and all that. You ain't serving nothing. You
What?
just it's just what it is. You let them, the ones that went to jail for tax evasion and all that. They ain't doing no hard time. Someone that
Dang.
you ain't doing no hard time. You regular. This is like a miniature studio apartment. They ain't doing no
Mm,
hard time. So the situation with her, this is where the confusion comes about with Holly supporters and then Remeco supporters. Holly supporters feel like, oh well, she was justified in what she did, blah 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 blah, and then they throw in the kids and say, well, Amir shouldn't get this, but Carson should. Well, no, because here's the problem: Amir can never see his mom again. They got to take him to the. They got to take him to the wall so he can see her over at the mortuary over there. They
mhm,
got to take.
mhm,
They got to take her over there. But Holly can touch her baby. Baby could be brought to her where she can have contact visit, and then he can hug his mama. He can kiss his mama. They're gonna always see their mama, not Amir. Amir
mm,
don't all Amir got for Christmas. He got a lot of stuff, but one of the main supporters and the main group of people who all put in for this content creator to get this teddy bear for this baby, so this baby can squeeze that teddy bear and hear his mama voice say, "I love you"
mm,
and happy birthday. That's what they did for us. They had the recordings of his mama is on a teddy bear, so he can always hear his mama voice through a teddy bear. Come on,
mm,
y'all. So y'all saying this boy deserved his mama not being here, and he didn't deserve to have people to love on him? Come on, it's not fair.
mm, mm, Miss Maria says, Faith, I've been saying they need to know that not everybody's scared of the law or going to jail. Miss Candy says, unpopular answer, but those that commit unalive and sometimes get bail. She is claiming self-defense. this thing move. If she gets out, she will be on house arrest. Child, she gonna take that thing off. She get some butter and a knife and peel that bullshit it right on off. My
House
thought
arrest
said
by foot.
it would have been from her husband and nobody business. His DNA runs in all her children. The other one is still in question, in my opinion. No one knows where that doorknob got that child. Child, I could not. Miss Maria says that Candy, if she gets out, she ain't gonna be long for this world, in my opinion. Child.
To
My
be
thought
honest,
says,
she's safer behind bars. All jokes aside, she
yeah.
really is safer while her family talking trash. Y'all, she's safer behind the bars, being supervised and visiting and out of general population versus letting her go and hit these streets. Because even then, they was about, oh, she's a flight risk. She is a flight risk. Y'all didn't catch her in Chicago. She wasn't arrested in Chicago. She left. They had to go get her and expedite her. So she is a flight risk.
Mm,
Her cousin right now, the auntie mama, that's already on Facebook who leading the pack over there. Her own son, allegedly, is on the run from him from doing the same thing she just did. He's still on the run.
Well, Mr. Nice, I got two questions for you. One is, did you hear anything about Ari was no longer her attorney?
Didn't hear that.
Um, I just lost my train of thought.
I did hear last night that Ari is setting that motion and trying to going after the witnesses, and then he set another motion saying that there's no video and there's no proof that she actually did that. And we all was like, well, what video was you looking at? Because unless you Ray Charles or Stevie Wonder, everybody was out there, heard her, saw her, and she blurted it out 2-3 times that she did this to her.
mm.
Out there saying,
What What about him choking her? What if he could have choked the life out of her and she still just walked up there and just pow her like that? That's a possibility that could have happened as well.
well, that too. But according to one made a witness that they flipping, flopping, and skipping over when that man said about the two other witness, witness, a man that said it and it was a female that said it. The little girl had said it. How is it? It was like you did this to her and then you gave the thing to her to do it. So either way, when they mentioned that DNA in that court and they told him to go ahead and do, the judge ordered it to do the DNA, he went after the doggone sister. So what is it about the DNA testing that he's scared of? Because they're gonna find something more. It's gonna collaborate what everybody been saying. You was a part of it. You too powed her when she
Mm,
was on the ground.
mm. Miss Maria says the real problem for him and her won't be from Ramika's fam. It'll be from some mental case who has attached themselves to this case. You know, some folk insert themselves into other people's beings. Absolutely. Miss Candy says I read the autopsy, and that first shot appeared fatal, allegedly. Miss my thought says a lot is being said about it. Some say he was a good man, and others say he was a what? A business busing her for years. I don't know, but the truth will come out. Y'all, he look like old Beater. I ain't gonna put him back on the screen, y'all.
Yeah.
He look like a
Uh,
Beater.
Yeah, we all read the autopsy, but that first shot didn't the first shot was in the face and it did not remove her eye because there's still video movement of her trying to get help and he kicked her leg and then she was still even like all the witnesses said he was blocking them for giving rendering her aid. They still powed her even though she was down. So she was still, and so when they pulled up, when the ambulance came, she was not DOA because if she was DOA, they would have never removed her off that sidewalk and put her on in that stretcher and took her to the hospital. She would have still been laying on that pavement, and she wasn't. So she was
Mm,
still alive when they pulled her away with her. It was the lies that he told the people at the ambulance. He gave them a fake name. That's why our family couldn't find her.
wow. I just feel like, they woke up with evil on their mind that morning. On September the 8th, they woke up with evil. They was on that demon time. But they
She
said he
was,
had, a lot of people is involved in this, y'all. This stuff is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you have to literally take a break from it. All the reading and trying to be up on the know and want to know what's going on and all of that. But it do become overwhelming, but
it
it's just
is.
so much stuff steady coming out, steady coming out, steady coming out. You be like,
The
my
gym,
goodness.
I wouldn't be surprised if the FBI get involved and the gym get raided. Because all of y'all planned and they was planned and plotted at the gym. Oh yeah.
Mm,
So all the way down to the gym owner, all y'all gonna get it because y'all trying to hide a secret. That still wasn't. It still wasn't. Or I would say I wouldn't say they were hiding no secret. It was out of a favor for this one man who masterminded this whole plan, and that was his slow tail.
mm. Montgomery pastor DeQuarius Green was unalived by his wife in front of kids. Oh wow. Okay, my thoughts. That is sad. See, it's so much. Wait, well, what people want to take people's lives for? For what? Ugh. Sometimes I just sit around and I be trying to figure out how people get into people's mind like that. I don't understand that part because I just feel like
Me,
everybody's
me
supposed to
too.
know right from wrong,
Yeah,
and
we do. Yeah,
I don't get that part.
we do. We supposed to know
And
right from wrong, but we're not doing that. And then when you said they woke up on demon time, if the jury, if they allow it to be seen in court, if they allow if they would allow her Facebook where Holly texts, sometimes you gotta wake up and go unalive somebody.
mm,
That was posted. That was posted hours before she went up there and did what she did.
mm. Do
I'm
you
just
think
saying,
she's slow, Mister Niche? You think she a little slow?
she's just a slow bird. Yeah, she's slow. Because for her to still believe, I did this for you, I got this done for you, what you gonna give me? Okay, I'm gonna give you a baby. Okay, I'm gonna still be in your life. He still ain't over there. He's only doing enough to keep her from talking.
Mm,
I'm gonna show up at court. I'm gonna go in on 10. Now they trying to see what's fit to go down on the 7th because word on the street allegedly Holly people fits the team up with Carlos people, and they supposed to be getting ready to gear up to fight against the Blackmans,
they
Remeco's
better
family.
have the SWAT team out there, and waiting and ready. Why they ain't picked up Slewfoot? Why is he still out on the loose? This stuff don't make no sense to me. Both of these locked their asses up. All both of them. Why
Or
is
my
he out?
Why is he out? Okay, I understand they don't want to touch him right now on her case. He got other cases out there. Why haven't y'all picked him up on them other cases? That's all I'm saying. Somebody knows somebody in the Fox. They need to get that Fox lady out of there. That's all I'm saying. If she get a mind off R. Kelly and stop trying to keep him behind bars and get over here and fix the real problem. Fix your house over there. Your house is not in order.
You talking about Tia?
Yeah, whoever Tia, what's her name? Fox.
Yeah, she on what is it, Fox 32 in Chicago?
No, not her. I'm talking about that district attorney. Her last name is
Okay,
Fox.
okay.
I know her last name is Fox or something like that, but she's the district attorney. They need to get her out of there and put somebody that's gonna go in there and clean house. Cause Chicago really got it. They whole precinct is bad.
Mm,
They need outsiders to go up in there and clean house. Cause there's too
mm,
many cases surrounding that is a mess.
mm.
That crime scene was contaminated. Everybody saw that.
Oh yes, God knows, yes. The way that joker was free flowing through there, child, and standing up over her body like that, I cannot. That was just too much. That just did something to my nerves, child. Mr. Niece dropped down or something. If you want to come back up, let me know right quick. Let me see. Miss Taiwan says that my thoughts. I remember him being charged with DV before. Miss Maria says that Faith in northwestern Indiana, Gary East Chicago as well. That's why I'm shocked folk in Shy haven't handled it. Ooh, child, not street justice, y'all. Ooh, mm. I'm sure that dude is scared to death. My thought says, Taiwan, that is sad. Covers coming off all of them. The cover should have been taken off of 'em. Miss Beth. Hey, Miss Beth. She says, hello. Um, okay, give me 1 second, Miss Denise. My thought says you better believe Loss is scared. He trying to be bad. Child, he look like he's scared. He better go somewhere and sit down somewhere. Um, that's why he up there telling the people on Facebook, y'all. I haven't seen him up there in a minute, telling the people to show him, they better show him love and all that kind of crazy stuff. I was like, there's something wrong with that dude. There is something really wrong with him. He just looked like the devil to me. He looks mean and evil. Miss Faith says Birmingham would have went for anyone in his family. Ooh, child. Miss Lorcy says Cook County. Um, I just dropped to Miss Denise. She says Cook County Attorney Fox isn't in office anymore. It's another lady. Oh wow. Miss Denise says I think he is throwing everyone under the bus. Probably a snitching, carrying on. Um, Child, he probably over there snitching and carrying on. Miss Taiwan says that little young fool is ready going to be mad. I guess really going to be mad when her man moves on while she spends her life in prison. She will see it wasn't worth it. Wait a minute, y'all. So, y'all, wait a minute. The good people telling me the child didn't even have a job. So who is getting this lawyer for her? And can you imagine being home and you receive a phone call of this that this has happened, and there you is trying to come up with this. I need $10,000, $20,000 to retain an attorney and all this kind of stuff. Can you imagine that, Miss Denise?
Yeah, but I'm saying her auntie, her family, because her auntie is the one that doing all the talking on Facebook. She said that they got money. They have money and she's gonna be good and all that. So they the one putting money up. They doing this. They say she innocent and they putting money up.
Miss Canadian says, I speak to my friend daily in Chicago, and they say you don't hear much about that case. Wow. See, but that's why it's so good that the case is gone worldwide and people are still talking about it. And he told the people on Facebook they need to shut up. I was like, dang. Miss Taiwan says, I heard her family had money too. My thought says, I am from Florida, and all I can say is alligator food is what he would have been by now. Ooh, child. Miss Denise, I don't care if her family do have money, but you know, when you gotta just pop up and come up with this kind of money behind, as you process and think about it, behind some foolishness, and you finding out that that girl didn't have no weapon, she won't doing nothing to you. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Girl, y'all can say what y'all want to. Somebody behind in her family behind the scene is talking about that. This is nonsense. This is foolishness. It doesn't make sense. No, the people ain't gonna keep doing that. It would be a different story if they were saying it was her money. Her money. She had the money. But you gotta rely on somebody else, man. You can't do that. Not in this day and time. That ain't gonna work. Miss Beth says she's in there. Um, hey, Miss Sonya girl. She says, hello, everyone. Miss Maria says, throwing good money after bad. That's what I'm talking about. That don't make no sense to me. Y'all know them people got to be in their feelings right about now. Somebody is really mad. Mr. Denise, you up here?
Yeah, I'm up here. I was trying to run into the other room so y'all wouldn't hear all this noise in the background right quick as we was talking. Move back, move back. But now, yeah, they all mad. When I say they all mad, they all mad. And right now in her situation, oh, they also said that her family has high power political. That was said in the beginning. She have put political connections. So who's to say? So even though somebody say, "Oh, well, she might not get it. She ain't gonna get out. She not gonna get out." Who's to say? We don't know who that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's
pull some
true.
string to get her out of there.
That is true. That is true. But Miss Denise, Well, all this stuff they've been talking about out here, child, you cannot tell me somebody in her family ain't done put the pieces to the puzzle like this. This is bullshit. This ain't even right. This don't make no sense. Come on, y'all. Somebody said something.
They know she was in the wrong. That's what they do. They cover for their family. It's like, you know how in some play cases, I'm gonna defend you whether you right or wrong. But they probably cussing her out behind the scenes. Probably, we don't know. But the ones who's out here rallying for, they rallying for the mama. She ain't said nothing. She ain't said nothing. She ain't come out on social media and said nothing. When that mess went down in the courtroom, they said she didn't even turn her head and look in none of them direction, and she can't stand Carlos.
Mm.
Allegedly. So I don't know. But I just know at this point, because I wouldn't blame that lady. It would have been like, if Holly was my daughter, I would be disgusted. I'd be pissed off. Words couldn't explain how I would want to wring her neck, but I wouldn't go let the public know. I wouldn't let the public know. If I had to address anybody, it would be Miss Tina and the grandbaby. And I would do it behind the scenes. I wouldn't do nothing in the public because everything is blowed up. In the slightest thing that you say about this case, it's a blow up. It's a constant blow up. So I wouldn't do it like that. But she doing right by staying quiet. You can't really say nothing on this. And she don't like the fact that, yeah, just be honest, her daughter is a victim to Carlos. Because she missed out for my man and he already got another baby on the way. He don't give a
Yeah,
care.
yeah. But look, would you knowing that there was no weapons or none of that? Would you, family or not? I don't think I would want to be around nobody like you. You popping off like that? You popping off like that? Girl, you might pop off on me too. Ain't nobody excluded. No, uh-uh. Uh-uh. That don't sound right. Miss Candy says her mama is likely not trying to get her hopes up and is just trying to be there for her daughter. And there you is with a baby, what, 8, 9 months now, and you got another one coming. You doing all this mess out here, and somebody else got to raise these kids. We got to
Yeah,
raise up money for you. We got to raise your children. Girl, you doing too much. Child,
and
it
it
ain't,
was
families ain't like they used to be, y'all.
and it was said because somebody had asked. They say, "Well, where's her son?" It was said way before the arrest was thought about or anything. She had to sign her son over to her mom for temporary custody, and that's what
Wow.
everybody was like. That's why everybody was like, well, "Then why Carlos didn't get him if he's such father of the year? Why he didn't get him?" Yeah,
Mm.
some ain't right with that picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can't see none of his kids right now.
They say he a five felony, Mr. Denise, what you expect? Good darn.
Sis, he was a five felon when he laid down with the heifers. No, sis. You thought the felon was going to subtract himself after he got up?
I don't know that dude. All of that because he got this secret life and all his friends and put all this business out there. This is some crazy mess, man. This stuff is so dark, y'all. I, come next week, ooh, ain't no telling what might fly out then. It's just a lot. That lady, her mom can't even mourn for her daughter. Just trying to, so much stuff, child. These people is doing the most with this right here. What you think about that grandmother? Do you believe she was she called the grandmother? I don't believe that.
I don't believe she did that either.
Why, if it was all that
It's
bad,
hard
why the
to
grandmother didn't go down there and take out some papers?
right, but that was a lie. That's mess made up by that stuff made up by Carlos and Holly and them people. That's mess. Because even Quadir came out. Quadir came out and said it the first time, and then he doubled back and said, "Oh, that was a lie. I was paid to say that because." They just made that up to just slander her name. Then I guess somebody must have gave him a payment because he came back and said, "Well, it was true what I said the first time, not the second time, but that's dumb mess." So who
Oh
got time to
God.
play games?
Mm, it's just so
Yeah,
much. I ain't never seen a bunch of people like these. These people just ain't got no care in the
cool.
world. They just saying and doing so much stuff. My
I've
goodness.
I've never I've never seen. Let's be clear. I've never seen a case like this.
Mm-mm.
I've never seen a
Mm-mm.
case like this. I done seen some cases that I've been working with, like the mahogany case with the girl that happened in Alabama. I've seen some cases, but I've never the Nazara Harris case. I've seen some cases, but I've never seen a case quite like this. This is supposed to be cut and dry,
Yeah.
and we got so many rabbit holes.
It's a lot. God no. It seemed like the plot just keep thickening. With this right here, they said he had somebody else had a hit on the head. Can you imagine somebody got a hit on your daggone head and you don't even know nothing about it? Yeah,
Well, if
causing so
that's
much
the case,
pain.
well, if that's the case, I like to say this: everybody in that circle got to watch themselves around him. He just gonna hit everybody. He just gonna put a hit out on everybody like he Mr. And somebody needs to stop telling him that he's the mafia, because
Yeah.
that's what he acting like. If he
God,
don't go
yes.
sit his low budget self down somewhere,
Miss Faye said they got all eight of those people, Denise. Yeah, they
yeah,
said
they.
about eight.
I was on that case too. Yeah, they did get 8 of them, but here's the catch: they was running African ring, and the cops was involved, so she had to be taken away. So it goes deep with that case too. That's why it
Mm,
went from everybody was supposed to get death row till they dropped some of the charges. And everybody say, why? And it's on video. Why?
mm.
That part.
Uh, My thought says that they are watching and going to let them hang themselves. They are reckless with their mouths. At this point, they are. My thought says we'll be listening from the car. Thank you. I love you. But yes, this is just so much, y'all. It's just a disrespect for me, for the mother and that little boy child. Mr. Niece, can you imagine what they had to say to that little boy when they had to go pick him up from school?
I don't know what they had told him, but they didn't tell him right off. They didn't tell him right out. They had to get him home. But they didn't. I was from my understanding of what was said in the beginning, they didn't tell him right off.
Mm,
They was trying to figure a way how, but it wasn't hard for him to see something was wrong because everybody was crying. It was so many
mm,
people around him. Everybody was crying. It wasn't hard for him to picture that.
mm,
And
mm,
and everybody was crying, and everybody in one room, and his mama wasn't there. So it wasn't hard to picture something ain't right.
mm, 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 mm.
It was where my mommy. And like he said, like his grandmama said, Miss Tina said, she said it hurts so hard because every other day or every day he say, I miss my mommy so much. I miss my mommy.
Mm, 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 mm. Child, it's a lot. It is a lot.
I know
It,
that baby would want anything for her to walk through the front door.
mm-hmm. This is a case that's really overwhelming. Who said that the people in Chicago is really not talking about this story? I forgot who said put that down there, but they might be afraid down there, y'all. But it's all over the world. Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, because the people in Chicago ain't really too much saying that because the key players are there. That's number one. Number two, I kind of look at the situation like if Remeco was told, if somebody could have warned her and say, hey, this was gonna happen to you on that day, I truly believe that woman would have never walked out that house and she would have never took
Mhm.
her son to school that morning.
But Miss Denise, if somebody's out to get you like that, they're gonna eventually get you. Who wants to walk around looking over their shoulder behind some BS, especially something you're trying to get away from? That's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
Mel doing
Yeah,
that too.
yeah, but you see what Mel had to do. She had when it got security before she had to get round the clock security.
Mm,
But it's crazy. But I've got to get ready to go, Mama, because it's time for me to get ready for work. But y'all
yeah.
all have a good day. I love
You
y'all, and
too.
me and you gonna talk behind the scenes later. All
All
right,
right. Thank you. Love you.
love you
Yeah,
too.
y'all. We done been out here for an hour and a half, but shout out and prayers up for Ramika's mom and family, y'all. It's just so much, child. Sometimes I'm telling y'all, I don't get online because you be like, ooh, oh my God. It takes a lot out of you listening. But at the same time, you want to know. You're trying to stay on top. You're trying to hear what's going on and all that kind of stuff. But yes, it does become overwhelming and you really do have to take a break. But again, shout out to all the people that's showing them love and sending up prayers and continuing to keep talking about it, keep talking about it, keep talking about it. And little girl, you gonna be behind a clinker hopefully for the rest of your life. Um, because you knew better. That part. But anyway, y'all, I'm getting up off of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. Joining the live chat. Please make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. Subscribe, share. Thank y'all so much for all of that. And until the next time, I wish y'all love, peace. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Bye.